Okay, so I know this is a really weird setup with a really random background, but it's the only spot in my room that has good lighting, so we're just gonna go with it. I also had some boba for this video. It's Chinese New Year, the day I'm filming this, so happy Chinese New Year, everybody. So you want to start a YouTube channel. Obviously, you clicked on this video, you have some interest of either trying to grow your channel or start a channel, tips on filming, editing. I have been doing YouTube for 4 years now. I'm no PewDiePie, but I do have some personal experiences and my own tips and tricks that I want to share with you guys. I've been getting a couple DMs just asking questions on like equipment or how to start or just general questions about YouTube, so I decided to sit down and make a video about it. And usually when I film sit down videos, I just like talk and just verbal diarrhea all over the place because I love to talk. So I decided to ask you guys on my Instagram to ask any specific questions you have about starting a YouTube channel or being a YouTuber, so I could directly answer all the questions that you guys want to know. So I wrote all of the most common and kind of related questions down on my notebook here because I like to write things down. Grab a snack, grab a drink, because this is probably going to be a long video. 2 questions I kind of want to answer together are, were you insecure when you started, and do you have to be confident to start? Long answer short, no, you do not. If you scroll down to the bottom of my channel, I really recommend you don't because they're also cringy, I was not confident. I'm not like this. If you watch my old videos, you're literally going to be like, who is she? Really shy and timid when I started my YouTube channel. I literally would talk like really quiet like this because like I was scared that like my family was going to hear me, and like I talked like ugh. And even though I cringe so hard those videos, I leave them up. It shows how I've grown as a person and grown on YouTube and gained my confidence on YouTube. Honestly, since I started my YouTube channel when I was in grade 11, I gained so much more confidence about myself and the way I talk and the way I present myself. If you want to start a YouTube channel, start it. Don't wait for this life-altering moment when your self-esteem and your confidence goes way up and you're like, I'm ready to put myself out there. Just put yourself out there now. The longer you wait, the less time you're gonna have to grow. I don't think anybody is super confident when they start a YouTube channel, and if they are, they're lying to you. So, a question I got asked a lot was, oh, I want to start a YouTube channel, but I don't know what my first video should be. Any first video ideas? First off, I'm gonna say, your first video is gonna be the absolute worst video you're ever gonna post on YouTube. That's it. Point blank, period. Your first video is going to be the video that you're gonna cringe the absolute hardest at. It doesn't matter how many hours you spend filming, doesn't matter how many hours you spend editing, making a thumbnail, planning it, all of that. Hands down, it will be the worst video you've ever posted. And that's okay. Because it's not about your first video, and it's not about your previous video. It's always about your next video. The more videos you make, the better you're gonna get at filming, the better you're gonna get at editing. You're gonna only improve. Putting all this stress on your first video when it's gonna be the video you cringe the absolute most at, if it excites you to film and that's the video that you really want to document to upload, post it. There's so many different niches that you can do on YouTube that there's no one first video that somebody should do. Don't stress about a first video, do whatever your heart desires, and you're gonna end up hating it anyways, and that is completely normal. Another question I got kind of intertwined was, what if my job finds it? What if my friends and family? How do I tell my friends and family that I started a YouTube channel? And the more job related that I'm going to answer first, my past 2 jobs have been pretty professional, and both of my managers knew. And I don't know if they watched my videos. I don't know if they're watching this video right now. If you are, hi, how are you? Instead of hiding it, I was literally straight up with it. Working with brands and being a YouTuber is literally on my resume. Quick side note, if you're not okay with people playing your videos in front of you, then don't post them. You want to create things that you're proud of and that you're passionate about. So I do have it on my resume that I am a YouTuber, and if they want to look me up, they can look me up. I know it is stressful because obviously on YouTube, I am not treating it like a professional work environment. If they find it, they find it, and if they don't like you for it, then why would you want to work for someone that can't respect your creative outlet? That's kind of why I have my resume. So if someone doesn't want to hire me because I'm a YouTuber, I'm very thankful that my past 2 jobs that I had on my resume as a YouTuber, they respected that, they thought it was interesting, they would ask me questions about it sometimes. It's also kind of like a mental check. Like if you're not okay with your boss seeing you online doing XYZ, then should you really be posting it? Do you know what I mean? Because it's not just your boss is going to see see it, everyone in the world has access to seeing this YouTube video. So that kind of ties into always uploading something you're proud of. And that goes the same with your friends and family if they see it. If you can't comfortably sit and watch your video with your friends and family, then that means you're not really proud of that video. And another side note, if they really are a true friend and if they are your respected family, they're not gonna make fun of you. As long as you're confident in what you're doing, it doesn't matter who sees it. I think one of the most repeated questions I got was, what equipment should I use? What equipment do you use? I film on the Canon M50 and sometimes I use a Rode mic, sometimes I don't, and I edit on Adobe Premiere Pro. Obviously when you're starting a YouTube channel, you're not just gonna go out and buy a camera. Like obviously you can if you have like the financial needs to, but most people don't. It's scary investing hundreds, close to $1,000 on a high quality camera for something you're just starting out with. So whenever people ask me, it's like, I want to start a YouTube channel, what camera should I get? And I'm just like, getting a camera should be the least of your worries right now. Just start with what you have. Use the resources that you already have, and if you really like it and when you're ready, you can invest for something better. Interesting that you guys wanted some answers on what equipment to use, because I do have a suggestion. The Vlogger Kit by RODE. If you watch my vlogs, you know I've already been sent this, but to recap, I was in shock when RODE reached out to me asking if I wanted to test out their Vlogger Kit in the iOS edition. There's like an Android edition and also universal depending on what phone you have, but since I have an iPhone, I chose the iOS version, and it is the coolest thing I've ever gotten as a PR package. I'm so obsessed with it. I kind of want to briefly show you guys what's in the kit because I may or may not be giving one of these away at the end of this video. So this is what our vlogging setup looks like. It is literally so cool. So first thing it comes with is this tripod. I've been using a GorillaPod for all 4 years on YouTube and it is falling apart. I love that thing. Thank you Casey Neistat for the plug, but after 4 years it's literally falling apart. It can barely stand anymore. And I've actually been wanting to get like a tripod like this that you can easily place anywhere, but then also hold like this for vlogging. It's a universal tripod, so I'm actually going to be using this for my camera as well. It hooks onto your phone here. You just spin this to adjust it depending on the size of your phone. So it comes with a microphone. It just plugs into the side here of my phone. It has like a little stopper at the back in case anything knocks it, it's not going to snap off. And there's also a light at the top. So there's absolutely no excuse for bad lighting. It's very bright, and I know you guys can't really see the light because I'm filming during the day. You can vlog. Hi! This is kind of what you see when you're vlogging. I'd be like, hey guys, welcome to the channel. Look at my messy room here in the mirror. I'm really exposing myself here. Here's me filming a YouTube video. And there's 2 more little accessories that it comes with. No, this is not a dust bunny. It is called a windshield. And you know when you're filming outside and it's windy and all you hear is like all professional videographers use windshields. It shields any unwanted noise from the wind, and it looks like this. So if you're vlogging outside in public or filming out, you don't have to worry about the wind getting in the way of your audio. And it also comes with different light filters. There's so many creative things you could do with this kit. I'm so excited. I wish I had this when I was in high school. I have so many like cool ideas, even for like photos. There's like a white, red, green, yellow, blue, pink, orange, all of these different shades of light filters. It comes with a charger to charge this light. I charged it up earlier. You slip the little filter in over the light like this. I know you guys can't see it that well obviously because I'm filming in the daylight. It'll literally shine the light of whatever color the filter is, which is so cool. So many creative things you could do with this. I'm really excited to be using it in like photos and videos. And if you like what you see, stay tuned to the end of the video in case, you know, me and RODE are giving one away. But like, I don't know, who knows. I think this is a great kit if you already have a phone that you want to use with filming, but you want to upgrade your gear without going all out and buying a brand new camera. Definitely raises the quality of filming on my phone. It's so light, so easy to use, and I'm definitely going to be using this light and the tripod with my actual camera as well. These two are also kind of related, but they are how to grow your channel when you feel like you've hit a dead end, and how to cope when the channel has low subs no matter the effort you put in. I relate to this on a spiritual level, okay? If you've been around for a while, or you can just, you know, dig through my channel, it took me 2 whole years and 100 videos to hit 1,000 subscribers. When I first started my YouTube channel 4 years ago, they just changed the monetization policy. Basically, if you don't know what monetization is, it's when you see ads. Like if there's ads in this video, before or at the end of this video, I get a cut of it, and that is how I make my YouTube paycheck. In order to be monetized, so in order to make money on YouTube, you had to have 4,000 hours of watch time in total and 1,000 subscribers. So for 2 years straight, 100 uploads, I didn't make a penny. And that didn't really bother me because making an income on YouTube wasn't my goal at all. I did it for a creative outlet. For those 2 years and ongoing, I was like, what? Like, I am uploading so consistently. I'm uploading top quality videos that I'm proud of. I'm spending my time, spending my day, spending effort, and I'm pushing and pushing all this amazing content out, and 89 people saw it in about 3 weeks. And obviously it does hurt. It obviously doesn't feel good. But when you're at your lowest point, that is the most critical point to not give up. So for 2 years straight, I uploaded all these videos, right? Some, I guess, got a couple thousand views. Most of them didn't. Most of them got under 1,000 views. Still my videos now, some of them get under 1,000 views. And my mental note to that was, if I have this big bank of videos ready, and they're on my channel, anyone can click it and watch. If just one of those videos blow up, and people start to click on my channel and they like to watch my videos and see what I do in my life, they're gonna have this whole bank to binge watch. So when you feel like your channel isn't growing, just know one day it will. Growth on YouTube is not exponential. It is a freaking roller coaster, okay? And if you're really passionate about making videos and creating content, you will keep going. That kind of ties into another question I got that was, how do I stay consistent when I run out of ideas? When you're in that creative rut and you just feel like you're stuck, don't push out content you're not proud of. I know I've done it on my channel before, and if you really pay attention, you probably can tell when it was. I had no ideas, but I was like, oh my god, I need to make this Friday upload, like, blah, 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 just record something, edit it, and just throw it out there. So what I've learned over time is that when I feel a little bit of burnout, some creative drain, I will just take a break. Because when you take a break, you get to reset and recollect yourself. When I'm looking for ideas on what to upload next, I love to binge watch YouTube. I will watch all my favorite YouTubers. I'll scroll down their channels, watch their old videos, watch new videos until I get my creative spark back. Whenever I take a break from YouTube and I come back, I am so happy and excited. I'm not feeling drained anymore and I don't feel like giving up. We all know it's important to take breaks from like work and school, but it's also important to take creative breaks as well. Like your brain can't just be like pew pew creative like all the time, you know what I mean? Another thing that helped me was creating a video bank. I have one in this notebook written down. Just whenever a video idea comes to me, I'll write it down. So I have this whole list of video ideas, so when I'm really in a creative rut, I can go to that list. How to manage YouTube, job, and school. So right now, if you're subscribed to me, you can probably tell I haven't been that consistent with my uploads just because I am a full-time student. I'm studying electrical engineering in university. Yes, it is my biggest flex. And I got 4 labs a week due. I have classes that run for like 5 hours straight. It's not easy. It's so hard to find time, not even just for YouTube, but just to do things for myself, like going out and freaking breathing. And then plus also in the summer, I was taking classes, I was working full-time, and I was doing YouTube. The best thing that helps me is just planning things ahead of time, knowing what days I'm going to film, what days I'm going to edit, having a planner so I can write all this down. It is doable, but sometimes you do need to set your priorities straight. I know for me right now, even though I love you guys so much and I love my YouTube channel, school is the top of my priority list because I do want to graduate and I do want an electrical engineering degree. And if I need to spend 6 hours coding instead of filming a YouTube video, I have to choose that. I know there's so many paths that you can take in life that don't have to revolve around school, but getting my degree is really important to me. I'm not saying give up on your YouTube dreams to go do your homework. I'm just saying your gut will know what the right thing to do is and what you kind of need to set aside for a moment, and it will be okay. How to handle hate and people not liking your content. The best way to handle it is to not handle it at all. Like, you don't have to read the comment. You can delete the comment. You don't have to please everybody. That's not your job. Once in a while, I get a pretty mean comment or I hear things from people. No matter what you do, there's always gonna be someone that doesn't like it. No matter what, it's inevitable. But just because someone doesn't like what you like doesn't mean what you like is bad. When people leave hate, they're usually just not in their own good spot mentally or physically. When people leave hate or trying to judge you, it's because they want a reaction out of you. That's literally what they want. Someone leaves a hate comment on my videos, and I'm guilty of it. Sometimes I do reply to them, and I'm not saying don't stand up for yourself. I'm saying you have the power to continue the conversation, and you also have the power to just end the conversation. Why did you start YouTube? I could go on a whole tangent of why I started YouTube, but long story short, when I was a kid, I really loved to film things, but I didn't have internet, so I didn't even know YouTube exists. I would just record everything and everyone in my life, and I had nothing to do with this footage, and I've been dealing with anxiety for as long as I could remember. Really bad social anxiety and just being really scared to just be myself in front of anybody. It takes me years to consider anyone my friend. It's really hard for me to open up to people and just genuinely be myself. Like, obviously I can talk to people, but I feel like I'm an actor sometimes when I talk to people because I'm not myself. The first time I ever filmed myself was the first time I ever genuinely felt like myself. So I get to film myself being creative, being crazy, being silly, being stupid, whatever I want, without the anxiety of people around me judging me. It's kind of a weird concept to like wrap your head around, because I'm aware that people are gonna watch this video and the whole world could watch me right now if they really wanted to. It's really soothing to me that I can be myself and say whatever I want and do whatever I want and be able to put that out there without the anxiety of literally being surrounded by thousands of people watching me. Do you know what I mean? So I'd rather have people watch me through a screen where I don't need to see them, I don't need to see their reaction. I'm still expressing myself without the social interaction. Does that make sense? I guess that's kind of why I started, because I really wanted to show the world my creativity and just myself without my anxiety getting in the way. And yeah, now I just keep doing it because I love it. Tips on editing videos, making thumbnails if all I have is my phone. Your phone is more than enough. There are so many creative free apps that you can use to make thumbnails and edit with, and they're literally just basics. They're just drag-ons and add-ons and some really great simple apps like Pixar, Canva. I think there's another one called PicMonkey. There's so many creative add-ons and like edits you can do that are more simple than professional editing softwares like Adobe Premiere Pro, for example. I know iMovie's a free one for iPhones. Honestly, with the world that we're living in and the technology that we have, there's nothing wrong with just using your phone to start your YouTube channel. That is all the questions I'm going to be answering for today's video. If you have any more questions that I didn't go over, comment them down below and I'll do my best to answer them. As I mentioned earlier in this video, I'm going to be giving one of these away. iPhone not included, but the kit. As you may or may not know, I am very, very close to 50,000 subscribers. About a year ago, I was at 2,000 subscribers, and it is so crazy to say that I'm almost at 50K. I have been working so hard on YouTube for 4 years, and honestly, it's just in the past year where I feel like I'm finally getting recognized as a YouTuber, and it's really cool. And social media and YouTube is honestly changing my life and changing me as a person. I was honestly surprised with how many questions I got about starting a YouTube channel. I wish I could give one of these to every single one of you guys, but I hope at least this video helped in any way of starting a YouTube channel. But I'm working with Rode microphone to give one of you guys a vlogger kit, so you can either enhance your YouTube channel that you already have or start that YouTube channel that you've been dreaming of. And I'm gonna make sure it happens. You're gonna be able to pick out your own edition of the kit. There's the iOS if you have an iPhone, there's an Android one, and universal. Doesn't matter which phone you have. The kit comes with all the goodies that I showed you guys, iPhone not included, as I said. And if you're the person who wins this kit, you better start that YouTube channel that has been on the back of your mind for so long. Honestly, that goes for every single person watching this video that has not started a YouTube channel and wants to. This is your sign to do it. All the details for the giveaway will be in the description box, but basically all you have to do is be subscribed to my YouTube channel and then head over to my Instagram at Chaunna Diaz. Once you head over to my Instagram, the caption will have all the small details on how you can get some extra entries in. Thank you so much, Rode Microphone, for helping me celebrate almost 50K. YouTube has changed my life. It has helped me become the person I am today. It's helped me gain confidence. It's helped me in so many ways. It gives me a platform to express myself without my anxiety getting in the way, and I will forever be grateful for that. So, oh my god, why was I about to cry when I said that? I'm never gonna cry on YouTube though, I'm just saying. Wow, I like almost cried. Wow. Make sure you start that YouTube channel. You better do it. I'm holding you accountable to. If you're watching this video, it means you were interested in starting a YouTube channel, so now you have to do it. That's it. I don't make the rules. Now you have to. Here are the shoddy shoutouts of this video. Thank you guys so much for your comments. If you want to be in a shoddy shoutout, either comment something down below, comment something on my Instagram, taking in edits or posts or whatever, and maybe yours will get picked because I read every single one of my comments, guys. I promise. Every single one. You can tell. Thank you guys for watching. I love you so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.